What is up, everybody? It is Webhead Gaming, and welcome to my Let's Play of Mega Man X4. Yes, we are back in the Mega Man X series yet again, and now we're moving on to the PlayStation trilogy. But I'm not alone, folks. I got a special guest with me.
RabbitSenseiGaming.
Yeah, we got ourselves a Mega Man expert, because why the hell not? So
Hello,
we're gonna
folks.
go through. So yeah, we're gonna be going through one of my personal favorite games on the PlayStation and my personal favorite Mega Man game.
Yeah,
So-
Mega Man X4 is definitely a great one.
Yeah, it's a
Good
great.
choice.
This is a really great game. So what's your history behind this game?
My history with this game, X4, I've actually only ever played through twice. Once as Zero, once as Mega Man.
Yeah,
However, I do know a fair bit about the franchise, though when put on the spot, I might get Spotlight Syndrome, just letting you know in advance.
so yeah, this game is actually quite revolutionary for the series because it is the first time where you get to play as a character other than the Blue Bomber himself. And I'm actually going to be starting off as that other character because his gameplay style is far more interesting than X's, and his story is as well.
It makes me wonder, do you think your audience will be able to guess which character you're talking about, or do you think they might think it's this golden guy that's on screen?
Maybe, maybe not. But you may have noticed that the intro I used was the Japanese version and not the American version. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to show up the Japanese version, just to diverse things a little bit. So yeah, Mega Man X4.
Yeah,
Start.
and I'm glad you did the variety on the whole intro bit with the
Yeah,
opening.
yeah. So we get to play as two characters. We can either play as X or Zero. I'm going to choose Zero because his gameplay is far more interesting and his story is far more interesting than X.
Yeah.
So it's revealed here that Zero is actually created by Dr. Wily. Something that has been speculated throughout the X series at this point, but we wouldn't get an official answer until this game.
Yes, this is what happens whenever Dr. Wily got the energy crystals. He was able to make Zero and just the ultimate life form.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you can guess, the voice acting is the same as Mega Man 8, and it's just as bad.
Yeah. The only difference is that they at least had the audio mixing done properly in this one.
Oh, yeah. But aside from that, everything's so bad. Why is this dude French? Why? Emergency. Why am I speaking like I'm French? I thought I'm a robot.
Well, I guess if he's trying to be a robot, the perfect way to be a robot is not to care. In other words, be French.
Yep. So, yeah, we're starting off the game with Zero. I'm gonna do X later, because his is not as interesting, but hey, it's not a complete game unless you go through both. So
This is true.
Yeah. So here's the intro stage. Now, Zero, right out the bat, is very different from Mega Man. He uses his sword to whack things and do multi-hits, and he's far more powerful than X is.
This is very true. And, yeah, it's just one thing I really like about this intro stage is that it shows you the variability of options that you have, such as the ability to either skip over this part like you're doing right here, or whenever he slams his head down, you can smack him.
You can feel free to whack him for damage if you want, but I didn't really bother because he's pretty piss easy. So a very simple stage. It gets you used to the mechanics of the game. Gets you used to how Zero plays, because Zero is radically different from how X plays. He's actually definitely the hard mode of the game because of all those different things he's capable of. Hey, Mega Dragoon.
And this is where we actually get to see how dark the X series is willing to get.
Yeah, so Mega Dragoon here, spoilers, he's a villain. Am I surprised? No. He actually blows up an entire colony.
Yeah.
And kills a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I think it's in the hundreds of thousands, actually.
Yep, it is. Yep, he is not a good guy at all.
Yep. This is where Mega Man X went from slightly serious
Semi-dark
tone to Terminator.
To kill 'em all Tomino.
Yeah.
Any Gundam fans who watch my channel may recognize that. So here's the second part of the stage. Now here's where we're introduced to another thing that's very common in the PlayStation X games. Some stages are divided into areas. So there's Area 1 here, and then there's Area 2. And every time you enter a new area, your health gets refilled, which makes these games the easiest by far in the X series.
Yeah,
even X6, as bad as that game was, is still pretty tame because of all of the, all of the stuff they give you. It's like, yeah, well, this sucks. Here, we're gonna make sure you don't feel super stressed out.
Yeah, another thing they did to make X4 here easier than, well, I won't say it's easier than X1 because X1 is the one to get everyone adjusted to it.
Yeah.
But
hey, Iris.
X4 is the yeah, X4 is definitely the second easiest Mega Man X game. Not only because of the reasons that you stated, but because with how many enemies there are on screen, they decided that instead of worrying about it, they were going to leave the drop rate still in place, so you get a lot more health from destroying enemies.
Yeah,
when they
it's basically it's basically the equivalent of Mega Man 2's normal mode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Warning. So here's the first. So here's the first boss of the game. It's this giant Godzilla-looking mechanical demon thing. Very piss easy. All you gotta do is just whack it. But that's it. And it actually goes down far faster than X because of Zero's Z-Saber.
Yeah, that does a lot of damage, especially since you're smacking it right in its mechanical dragon titties.
As you can see, I just obliterated this motherfucker. Zero is very, very strong.
Yeah, he's just flat out gone.
Hey, the Colonel. Zero, long time no see. Yeah, he does actually talk in that Aussie accent.
It's true. It's true. Oh man, I always forget how cheesy the dub is in this.
The dub is very bad, especially the most infamous sequence that we'll be seeing sometime soon.
My personal favorite sequence.
What's very funny is that the Colonel thanks him for saving his sister, and then immediately becomes hostile when Zero starts questioning him to be a maverick. It's like, wow, that's a complete 180.
Yeah, then again, going Maverick for a Reploid and being accused is probably the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, like, honestly, there's only 2 genuine Mavericks throughout the 8 we're gonna fight. Everybody else are just normal guys that just got accused and they're pissed off.
Yeah, well, technically they are still Mavericks because there's 3 different ways of going
series sense. Yeah, I mean, they're technically still Mavericks.
Yeah, just because, again, the only reason that all these people become Mavericks, well, I guess not again. The reason everyone goes Mavericks in this one is due to the fact that Magma Dragoon used to be on the Reploid force.
Yep.
He killed hundreds of thousands of people.
Yep.
And instead of disowning Magma Dragoon, which would have been the smart thing, they say, no, we must keep the Reploid force's honor intact. We will all go down with this ship.
Yeah, I mean, then again, Mega Man has never been known for its story. Unless, you're talking about Mega Man 0.
Yeah, Mega Man 0, Legends. Okay, anything after the X series.
Oh god, this is dumb.
Yeah.
It's just one of those legendary dubs that we'll never see again. It's so bad. I'm so glad games have better standards now. Hey,
so
it's Sigma.
I do not like the voice they gave him in this game.
I don't either. It's garbage.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's sort of par for the course with how it's just, one of those legendarily bad dubs, but...
Yeah. I mean, the dub voice in X8 is easily the best, because it's fucking Master Asia.
Yeah.
Iris, what are you doing here?
My brother Colonel started the coup. I want to say coup for a second. Ooh. Why did I want to say coup?
I mean, it's pretty much a coup.
I
Anyway,
guess everyone
so
is running around like chickens with their heads
so
cut.
now we're free to choose which Maverick stage to go after. So we can go after Web Spider, who's part of the Rebel Force. We got Cyber Peacock, who lives in cyberspace. We have Storm Owl. Not Storm Eagle, Storm Owl.
No relation.
We have Magma Dragoon, because no shit, he's a villain.
Also, is it just me, or is Magma Dragoon's nose sticking off his thing a bit?
He looks pretty pissed. We got Jet Stingray, who is part of a bullshit stage. We got Split Mushroom. We got Slash Beast, and we got Frost Walrus. Till next time when we take on Magma Dragoon. Ooh.